Go. All right, here we go, baby. Episode 2. Starting off tonight, Friday night again. We're gonna let Mike Penn have the floor first with his he's got a little Sixers rant. So Mike, have the floor.
All right. So have you been listening to, I don't know if you've been listening to sports radio and Philly fans' response to the loss that we witnessed yesterday?
Well, I'm not in the area like you anymore, so I don't get the firsthand exposure. So
So let me just
fill me
get
in.
this. Yeah, let me just get this out of the way because I've been, going crazy about this all day. The people who say we should have kept Jimmy Butler, fuck you, dude.
Oh,
Just fuck you. Because let me explain myself first. Let me explain myself.
coming.
I get it. I get it now. 3 years later, we probably should have kept Jimmy Butler. But the people who are saying we should have kept Jimmy Butler are basically saying, 3 years ago, we're looking at a 22, 23-year-old Ben Simmons. We're looking at an aging Jimmy Butler that's almost 30. And we all were in agreement 3 years ago. I'm sure you were too as well as every other fucking Philly fan. We wanted to keep Simmons. His ceiling was a little higher. The potential was there. So we picked Simmons over Jimmy Butler. And now there's Philly fans online being like, oh, this organization sucks. How could you get rid of Jimmy Butler? How could you do this? Dude, it pisses me off so much because 3 years later, it's so easy to say that.
Yeah.
But in the moment, were you not like, we should keep Ben Simmons?
No, I was always. I'll never deny it. I was always a Ben Simmons fan, but like you said, it's easy to live in the past and talk about it now and say that. But yeah, no, it's my takeaway from this whole thing right now is I hate to go off topic, but the Embiid thing is a little concerning. I
with
just
his comments or
yeah,
just his play?
I'm not sure about him as a teammate, and I don't want to be coming off as a hater or anything, but I just feel like he's kind of quick to blame, and Harden. I'm not making excuses for the guy, but he's clearly not the shot maker he once was. But he's still out there. He's trying, and I don't know. It's kind of a bitchy take from me. I guess he's trying, but I just don't like throwing your teammates under the bus right away. And he did it with Simmons last year, and I'm not defending Simmons, but at some point, I feel like you got to take a little bit of personal accountability. I know he was playing through some injuries and toughing it out for us, but that was a little alarming for me. And I'm never a fan once the guys start turning on their teammates in the big spotlight. So I know that's more related to what you're saying, but that was my main takeaway.
No, I agree with you. I think that, when he is playing well and everything's going well and he's doing the whole airplane shit, it's nothing, he's happy and everything's going well. And he's not really, even in the playoffs, when things were going good, he wasn't fidgeting with his mask. He wasn't complaining about his thumb. It's like when things go wrong, that's when the thumb issues start. That's when, complaining about the mask thing and just him, just all his whole body language. Like, I have some numbers pulled up right now. Embiid shot 8 threes.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
Oh, my.
That is
early on. I was like, he's got to get in the paint. And I know he's kind of probably trying to compensate, his lack of cardio, his injuries, but 8 threes for arguably the best post player in the NBA.
Right. No, and if you go through the whole rest of the series, it's 1, game 5, 3, he shot game 4, 0, he shot game 2, or game 3, he shot 0, game 4, he shot 3, game 5, he shot 1. So even if his thumb's not banged up, him shooting 8 threes, it shows me that he was very lazy, you could say. Maybe that's too harsh of a word, but I think that it's a very telling sign that he wasn't fully in it. He shot 7 for 24. He shot absolutely terribly.
Yeah.
So I get the whole Harden thing. People are shitting on Harden because he only took 2 shots in the second half, and the one came with like a minute left in the game. But Embiid is the guy. You're watching the Celtics-Milwaukee game earlier. Giannis is carrying that team, 40-plus points. Tatum has 40-plus points. Like,
God, insane.
Embiid needs to be that guy, man. He needs to be that guy.
Yeah, and some of the rumblings right after the MVP announcement a couple of days ago, the day after, people were saying Embiid was so pissed and they thought he was going to take it out in a good way. And you could almost argue the opposite, that ever since that announcement came out, he almost seems like he's kind of given up. You know, and I
Mhm.
know he's fighting through the injuries, and I know this might be crazy. Just the stuff we're questioning our best player. You know, after we lose a series when he was on fighting through the injuries. So
Yeah. And
I
him
don't know how
saying
I feel about
the
that.
whole Jimmy Butler comment, it's like, why? Just why? Like it doesn't make sense. And like
Yeah,
going back to the whole Jimmy Butler rant, we if you go back and look at that how that whole thing played out, are you a JJ Redick fan? Like you listen to his
oh
podcast ever?
no, I
Okay.
respect him now, but he was literally like my most hated college player of all time, and I've grown to like him over the years. Obviously, I don't hate him anymore, but and I've listened to him do a couple NBA games. He's brilliant, but no, I do not listen to him right now.
Yeah. Well, him complaining about Jimmy Butler and the fans complaining about Jimmy Butler, if you listen to his podcast, JJ Redick had him on like right after the whole trade to Miami happened, and Jimmy Butler was on his podcast, Old Man in the Three, and gave a lot of information. And basically, he left because one, him and Simmons didn't have a good relationship,
Yeah,
and two, Butler is a guy that needs a ball in his hands. Simmons has a ball in his hands 90% of the time. Like it just never would have worked. So the people who are saying we should have kept Jimmy Butler. Yeah, in hindsight, we probably should have. But 3 years ago, nobody was willing to trade a 22, 23-year-old Ben Simmons and
no,
keep a 30-year-old aging Jimmy Butler. Like it just so that's my whole grudge is the fans that are saying, "Oh, the organization is so dumb for doing it." We all wanted to keep Simmons.
that's hard to. Yeah, no,
You
I'm not
know?
even gonna. I'm not gonna argue with that because I was a big Simmons fan, and it's
Yeah,
so disgusting to say that now, but I was. So
yeah. So I mean, we talked about it a little bit last podcast, dude, and last episode. I don't know where they go from here. I mean, I'd love to know what
sounds like
put your
Doc
GM hat
is
on. What are you doing? But
well.
I really don't know what you can do.
Daryl Morey right away is coming out talking about Doc staying, and a lot of times you can hear this, and it's just you know saying it to just sound nice and professional. And they got to get rid of Rivers. You could see some of these huddles last night when he's just yelling and screaming at the guys that you got to try hard, you got to save your life. Like just not a good look, man. You don't have any strategy going in. You watch Memphis right now. I'm getting ready to watch that game coming on, and they're
Mhm.
missing their best player. And we've talked about this too, but they don't seem to be missed. They were up by 55 points at one game last night against the Warriors. And it's
Yeah,
like they're not missing a beat because their coach comes in. He's got a game plan. He knows how to adjust on the go. And Doc Rivers just seems to get so defensive when people question him, and it starts there. And when's the last time the Sixers have had a good coach? I mean,
well, dude, look, did you listen to his press conference? He basically said, "When I got here, we didn't have like
no one was
a chance of."
expecting anything.
Yeah, like
Like
what the
what?
fuck are you like? I just like he clearly has it out for the whole Philly culture fan base as well because I think he doesn't really like us. He doesn't like the constant, media attention, the
You've
constant.
never seen him really get grilled as much in the media as you have this year, where people are actually questioning him and getting on him. That's the Philly media. That's what they'll do, and he just has no answers, and he's getting defensive and talking about himself. And I did this, and look at this, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's. I'm. I knew right away. Like I said, I was never a fan of the hire, but coming off
Yeah,
of Brett Brown, it seemed a little refreshing. But other than
right.
getting rid of him, I don't really know player wise what's the move. Like I don't mind having Harden back.
Well,
I
he
don't
has the
know.
player option, dude, for like 47.5 million. So he has to take that, right? There's no chance he says, nah, let's just go in the free agency. Like, why
Yeah,
wouldn't he
I
take the
don't know
player?
how that works. If he can take the player option and they can work out a deal where he can take less money, because I think we can all agree that he's nowhere near worth 47.5 per year. I mean, that's
Yeah.
ludicrous.
Oh no, for sure. So I don't know where they go from here, dude. It's to be honest, even if they won that series, the way Boston and Milwaukee's playing, I
No
mean,
way.
I think we would have lost in five, maybe
No way.
four, to be
Yeah.
honest. So I think it's, I kind of wanted to see them lose a little bit because I thought Rivers would be out and it'd be
Yeah.
kind of a whole
Same.
change to the system and stuff. But, it's just, I don't feel great about this team right now. We have a player that's arguably a top three player when he's healthy, but at the same time, I hate his attitude sometimes. There's so many times when you watch this game, man, where he's not contesting shots. He's just staying out on the perimeter. He's not engaged and just
Settling.
lazy. And I love Embiid, man. Like I love the guy, but I don't know. It's kind of at the point where I don't know if I see this changing with this team with him.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, like I'm a huge Sixers fan, but I'm getting to the point like I'm ready to just not have them on for a little while and stop talking about them because it's just it's been all this build up the process for all these years and we've been waiting, watching these guys come and go and seeing guys develop, seeing bad draft picks. And this looks like what the end result is, a second round playoff every year. And I don't know.
You're flying right now.
I'm kind of I'm flying, but I'm kind of burnt out on the Sixers as well too. Like, so I don't know, man.
Well, let's get off the Sixers topic. Did you watch the Mavs Suns game at all?
No, it's dude with my new job recently. I'm working earlier mornings, getting up earlier, and the late night playoff games. Like right now, I'm trying to stay up and watch it, but I'm never up late. So I saw some of the highlights. I'm a huge Luka fan, but no.
Killed it, dude. He's the trash talk. I mean, I like Luka. I hate the whole complaining thing he does. I think he's maybe the biggest complainer in the league.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a lot of those guys like that. But I mean, the kid's an absolute baller. But we can get off the basketball topic for a second. I would love to hear what you thought about the fights this past weekend because
oh man, bro. So
break it down.
Yeah, I mean, my brother was off for the weekend. Kurt's now working for sheriff's department, so he was off. His girlfriend was off. They were coming over. I just got a smoker a couple weeks ago, so I've been fucking diving into the art of smoking meats, baby. Got that corned beef brisket, the pork butts, the Boston butts, the ribs. So I've been doing all kinds of stuff. So I was doing pulled pork and ribs for the fight. Had all this preparation going in. One of the biggest cards of the year. Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, Rose Namajunas. I mean, all these big name guys. Justin Gaethje, one of my favorite fighters. Seen him in person. Me and Kurt flew back to Philly a few years ago to see him in the Wells Fargo, and man, what a letdown! That card was absolute garbage, and
really,
I thought it was. I mean, other than, just a couple things like the missing weight with Oliveira. I mean, it's just when you come in for a title fight as a champion, you miss weight. It's just something that I don't fight. I'm not a fighter, but I know guys who fight, and it's just the biggest slap in the face. You agree on a contract, you come in, you miss the weight, and then UFC did something pretty unprecedented, stripping him of the title. As they're announcing the fight going in the ring. Once they were in the octagon, they stripped him. So to me, it's kind of setting up a Conor McGregor comeback. I think they're gonna have him slide right back into a title shot. And as a fan of the sport, a purist, it drives me nuts because he's been kind of irrelevant the last couple of years with his losses. And as far as the card goes, though, I mean, Justin Gaethje getting choked out by a guy who misses weight, so now you got a vacant title at one of the most competitive weight classes. Tony Ferguson putting up a great fight, but he gets punted into oblivion. And
what round was the Gaethje chokeout?
Oh man, second or third. I honestly can't even remember.
Okay,
but he had a couple good moments. He was landing some uppercuts. He was hurting Charles, and I thought Charles was going to be sucking so much weight. And when you're cutting that much weight, your chin's usually a little bit compromised. So I thought he was going to be able to get knocked out a little bit easier, and did not happen. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat Charles in that weight class. He's just he's an absolute problem. He's great at stand-up. His Muay Thai is very developed. He's got an amazing ground game. A couple times Justin Gaethje rocked him. You could see he was laying on his back, and he wanted to go nowhere near that. It's just a huge advantage for guys like, if Islam Makhachev, guy that's coming up right now. He's one of Khabib's really good friends, and he's this amazing wrestler from Dagestan. And, everyone thinks he should get a title shot. He hasn't beat a lot of contenders, but his game is wrestling, get you on the ground and maul you. But with Oliveira, who's so good off his back, kind of neutralizes that whole game plan. So,
what do you think Dana White is the whole Conor McGregor thing? It's a money grab. I mean, it's going to sell. So do you think Dana White's leaning that way because it's a bigger money, or do you think
he's always done that? And he just wants, I can't blame him. And as someone like me who's always trying to get people into jiu-jitsu, into martial arts, into watching the UFC, whatever the case may be, someone like Conor McGregor, as much as I don't like him, he brings a lot of attention to the sport. And when you get someone like him that's going to main event against maybe a guy like Oliveira, you're putting Brazil against Ireland, but it's more of a national thing because, I have a couple of good friends that are big McGregor fanboys, and they're always going nuts about it. And I told them right when the fight ended, I was like, this all lines up for McGregor,
right?
Because you got a vacant title now, and McGregor is getting ready to come back, and they've got so many matchups that thinking about doing. Nate Diaz is getting talked about right now, booked against Hamzat. So it
Is
just
that 155? Gaethje and Oliveras?
yeah, that's
155.
155. And
So that's McGregor.
Conor McGregor does 50 or 70. And I
Okay.
thought he was going to fight Diaz, which that fight's kind of seems like that's going to scrap. So I'm just going to be interested to see what happens. And the co-main event, the strawweight title, I think it was Rose and Carla. I mean, my God, dude, I don't know if 25 minutes of absolute boredom, terrible, terrible. Rose, she had her corner saying two different things. Her boyfriend or husband, whatever you want to call him, he was saying one thing. Trevor was saying another thing, and they weren't adjusting on the fly. I mean, whatever. It's always easy to speculate, especially in MMA, be money man quarterbacking. But yeah, I was really let down. I get so hyped for these UFC cards, and that was just a shitty pay per view, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you're getting into the sport a little bit more each time. What did you think of it?
Yeah, no, I watched. I didn't watch the whole card. I watched most of the highlights, and then I watched the fights on YouTube, where they don't have like the full things on them, but they have them like split up.
Yeah.
And the Chandler fight was entertaining for. I mean, it didn't. Yeah, definitely entertaining.
That was the one highlight of that card. Like the whole entire pay per view was kind of lackluster, except for that. Yeah,
Chandler's a fucking. I mean, he fought Gaethje last card, didn't he? Or 2 cards ago?
It was the last. I don't know what card exactly it was, but it was 2 fights ago for him, I think. And yeah, when that matched up, dude. I mean, those are the 2 most exciting fighters in the UFC. Both came from other organizations. One from Bellator, one from PFL. And dude, every fight Chandler's in, he's getting bonuses, just like Gaethje. I mean, he's so fun to watch, and there's so many good matchups from out there at that lightweight division.
Yeah, Chandler is a fucking just animal. From every highlight I see, he just is like. Gets after it and stuff. Obviously, that sells. I mean, I don't know really what to think of the fights. I'm not too into the UFC. I'm trying to get into it, obviously, more.
For sure.
But yeah, no. I mean, what big fights coming up? Any big cards coming up?
That was a pretty good one tomorrow night. Jan Blachowicz and Alexander Rakic are fighting.
Okay.
The card's not till 10 o'clock at night, and more recently they've been doing non-pay-per-views starting earlier. But Blachowicz he was the 205 champion. He just recently lost his belt, but he was also Israel Adesanya, if you know him. He moved up to 205 to try to challenge Blachowicz, and Blachowicz completely dominated him. So he's going up against this up-and-coming guy, Alexander Rakic. That'll be a good one. There's a pretty big pay-per-view, I think, in July with Volkanovski, Holloway, and a couple other good fights. But yeah, man, I know I got a lot of my buddies have been telling me that they want to start. So I've got a lot of them that aren't big sports fans. So I'm trying to start thinking about other things we can spice up with, even though we're such diehard sports fans, a little bit of a compromise. But I just figured, dude, with all these crazy jobs I've worked over the years and all this crazy shit I've dealt with, I got so many hilarious stories. And so recently, like, I don't know, 7-8 months ago, I started working for my neighbor across the street. He works for Snap-on. I don't know if you're familiar with Snap-on tools.
No.
So pretty much like he owns 2 big ass different trucks and they're full of tools, and you go around to different shops Monday through Friday. You got like assigned days each day. You're going to the same shops virtually, different garages, dealerships, body shops, mom and pop shops, selling them tools, fixing them tools. So like I show up, I got to fix either ratchets, screwdrivers, wrenches. You either fix them or replace them, send them out for warranty on the spot. You go and try to sell them shit, obviously. And bro, like, for someone like me, I knew nothing about tools, nothing about cars. I'm driving a big ass truck now. So it was just like so intimidating. Right away, within I think 2 or 3 weeks of working for him, he sent me out to Dallas, fucking going to Snap-on school, like 9-10 days, learning about the sockets and all this crazy shit. So pretty much now every week you're going out, you're selling guys tools, right? And let's say someone comes on the truck and they want to buy $700-800 worth of tools. They can buy it down $100, $150, whatever the case may be, walk out, and the next week you're collecting money. So you're essentially like almost like a giant crack dealer, just giving out little bits of crack to the streets that these guys need. They're waiting at their shop, they're fixing cars. They could have a socket that busts on the spot, and I got to be there to replace it. Hopefully it's on the truck. I swap it out, send it out for warrant. So dude, it's a whole crazy thing. I'm learning about it every day, but the amount of stories that are coming with this on top of I used to work in a video game store. I used to sell paint. Like I got fucking stories, dog.
Right.
So the one from this week, I think you're everyone's really going to enjoy. I've told a bunch of my buddies already, but
Let's hear it.
all right, dude. So there's this. I'm not going to say the kid's name or anything, but I kind of am at the end because it's unavoidable. So pretty much, this guy comes on the truck. So when I started, like I said, I was brand new, completely green, didn't know anything about the stuff. So my boss was riding with me every single day. He hired me as his assistant. Now I'm at the point, probably started about 4 months ago, where I'm doing Monday and Tuesday alone, sometimes Wednesday, and then he rides with me Thursday and Friday. So I'm starting to meet all these new people that I've never met before, he never dealt with. I kind of go into the shops, drop flyers at everyone. Like I say hello to almost everybody. Whereas some guys that do the job, they sit in the truck and wait. They pull up and wait for people to come out to them. But I like going in and kind of interacting with everyone, being myself. Last week I was wearing a little fucking visor with the fake hair on top of it. Going in, just going nuts. So this new guy who I've been dealing with a couple of times, he's been buying little shit here and there. And last week, we're doing this promotion. You buy $400 worth of tools, you get a Snap-on tackle box and a raffle entry for an inflatable kayak. We do all this fun shit all the time. Mm-hmm. And we ship tools, by the way. So if any of you guys listening are looking for a new ratchet, a torque wrench, hit your boy up. Anyways, this kid comes in the truck. He's, looking at all the shit. And he's looking at an electric ratchet, a battery, a charger, some pliers. So he's over the computer talking. He fishes. He's got kids. He wants all this shit. So we ring him up, and then it comes a payment. I'm like, so how much you want to put down? Do you want to put, because generally a $700 transaction. If it's a really good guy, someone you really know well, he's paid so well, you'll just let him walk off, not even worry about it, and get the money next week, whatever the case may be. I'm trying to tell the guy, hey, I'd like the $150 down, to cover me, to cover you, to make sure we're both comfortable with the deal. Right away, I'm putting his name in the system. I ask him for his address. He won't look me in the eyes. And I'm like, man, this is kind of a red flag. But, I'm a little bit of sympathetic, a little bit of a sucker.
Yeah.
And we get to the payment part, and he's showing me, he's pulling up his fucking iPhone, showing me 3 different apps with bank accounts on there. And this motherfucker has got more teeth than he's got money in his bank account. And that's not saying much, dude, because he literally has got, the kids in the shop call him Snaggletooth. And I was never going to say that, because I'm trying to be a nice person, but we'll get to that later. So he's showing me the bank accounts. He got 3 different bank accounts total and blah, blah, blah. So I let him walk off the truck. I shake his hand. I give him my phone number, my email. I get his phone number, get his email, try to make sure there's all the proper channels that are dealt with. So let's see. Monday goes by, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday goes by. Still haven't heard from him. Friday comes around. Shoot him a text. Good morning, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Call him later. Nothing. Email him. Nothing. Saturday, Sunday. And dude, you got to understand, like, I'm working for a guy right now, and that's money that I have out in the street that I've got nothing in. Right. Mm-hmm. So it's just like all the burdens on me. So Monday comes around. Monday morning, I'm out 7:30, 7:15. Call him in the morning. Nothing. Call him later. Puts me right to voicemail. He's got the voicemail full thing. I'm like, all right, man. So when we run our trucks, we can save credit cards on file. So I got to run his card that morning for $150. Goes through, email him the receipt. Told him I was going to be, that's the amount we agreed on. Tuesday, Wednesday comes by. Like that Monday, I show up to Hyundai. He's not there. No show, no call. I'm like, oh my God. So I start talking to the kids there. Oh yeah, he hasn't been here for 4 or 5 days, man. I'm like, damn. All right, I guess I'm really going to get beat out of this money. So I go up to the service manager, and I know it's a little bit long, but it's just this kind of the daily life now, and it's this kind of we got to stray away from this, make it interesting. So he's not there. I go up to the service manager. I'm like, hey man, can you please like keep my number? And if this guy shows up, if you hear anything, please let me know. Like I'm just trying. Like I did him a favor. I'm just trying to collect a little bit of money on here. I'm not asking for the whole amount. I'm just trying to get some and make contact with the guy. So yesterday we're out, Thursday is one of our super busy days, and the service manager gives me a call because, Tuesday, Wednesday goes by, nothing. Haven't heard anything from this kid.
And this is like 2 weeks.
Dude, yeah, 2 full weeks. And I haven't heard one response from this kid, nothing. And like I said, we shook hands. I tried to let him go. He's giving me a whole sympathy story about his kids, all the stuff. He's going through hard times. So I'm trying to be a good dude. Like my goal, honestly, I'm not trying to sound cheesy. I've always wanted a career where I feel like I'm helping somebody out, helping people, doing the right thing. And I still don't really know exactly what I'm doing. This job came about. I'm trying it. And if you do it right, you're helping people. So, I'm trying to help the guy out, do him a favor. And he fucking just completely ghosted me. So yesterday around 11:30 in the morning, the guy calls me and says, yo, man, he just walked in the door and we're going to get rid of him. But we're kind of trying to hold off until you come over and repo his tools. So I'm like, all right, now. So this is part of the job, bro. Like if someone doesn't pay for their shit, you got to go up to them and fucking repo their shit.
Right.
So, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, my boss made me do my first repo, and he didn't come with me. I was out of Toyota. I'm taking a guy's toolbox back, trying to be all discreet. I pull up at the back, not trying to. It was mutual. He was cool about it. And as I'm fucking putting the tool gate up in the lift gate breaks. So now everybody, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to make us as discreet as no attention, nothing. Everybody's coming out, everyone's making jokes at me, and I'm just sitting up there because I don't know how to fucking fix anything. Like, I'm still learning all this shit. And what the fuck do I do with a broken lift gate? So long story short, it ends up working. I get out of there. Now this comes. So I walk into the shop, and the minute I walk in the shop, like 3 or 4 people just start laughing. Guys I don't even deal with because they're, shops talk. The buzz is going around. So guys out there smoking a cigarette. He's like, "Oh, Andy's here today, dude." No. spoiler alert, that's his name. So we go in, and my boss is with me, kind of following my tail and just making sure. I'm like, "Hey man, if you don't mind, I kind of want to do this alone. This is a good learning experience, and I kind of created this mess. So I want to get myself out of it." So I walk up to the guy, and right away I just kind of confront him, and he just mouth wide open looking at me, because I didn't think he thought I was gonna come for whatever reason. Maybe he thinks because I show up on Mondays and he comes on Thursday that he's gonna finish his day, take the stuff, and never see me again. So I got very calm and I'm like, "Good morning, sir. Sorry it came to this. I really don't want to." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Hey, I gotta take the tools back, brother." And he's just perplexed. He's got his mouth wide open, and for a second he starts trying to argue a little bit, and he's, "Man, but you took the money. You took $150. I understand. We had a deal, and we go back and forth. I'm not going to go into the exact verbatim conversation, but push comes to shove. I ask him politely, "Can I just grab the tools out of your toolbox? Can we not make this a big scene? I don't want everyone watching to start hearing us. It's just, I got no ill will for you. I wish nothing but the best. Just I'm here to do my job, collect my money, get my tools, and get the hell out of here." So, bro, like I said, his name's Andy. As he marked all his charger, his ratchet, everything, and he wrote his name on everything. But like, I'm a 90s baby. I grew up with Toy Story, and on the fucking all his tools, he's got Andy written on it. So as I take the fucking charger out of his hand, I'm just like, "There's a snake in my boot." And he didn't, I think he might have smirked a little bit, but like I said, he's got the one little jagged snag tooth. So yeah, that's just part of the job. And then I took it on the truck, and then a bunch of the guys came on afterwards, and I was just telling them the whole Toy Story thing. And
now it's basically you're giving people these tools, and they're paying you for them.
So
basically,
pretty much like you're essentially fronting them. You try to get some kind of down payment, but you're fronting them tools. That's like the main part, like, benefit of us is like, we show up every single week, and our tools have lifetime warranty. The hand tools have lifetime warranties. So like wrenches, sockets, screwdrivers, ratchets, any of those hand tools, they break on the job. We're there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever the case is, to replace it, to fix it on the spot. And then they come on the truck, and it's literally just, I'll have to show you a picture one day. It's fucking sick. Like, it's just loaded with hundreds of, like, our truck has like $400,000 worth of tool inventory on there. Toolbox.
Now, do you get commission on that?
Yeah, I'm starting to now. Like this week, bro. Like, we had a big scanner truck following me a couple weeks ago. With this guy specialized in all diagnostic equipment, and my boss told me, to just drive around and get some leads. So I ran around, got some leads, and then this week, like, I sold a toolbox and a scanner. So I'm like,
okay,
and that's big money shit. So I'm like, yeah. And as I get to driving 5 days a week, that's when I'm gonna be like fully commission based. But right now, he's giving me like day pay, and then he's giving me percentage of sales.
Okay.
But dude, like, to me, it's just such a good learning experience, and like, I don't know if it's gonna be something I want to do forever. It's really fun day to day, to be honest. And like, with my personality, bro, like, I'm on that truck, and I'm just like, I don't know anything about the tools, and people are, you get 6, 7, 8 guys in there at once. I'm like, buy it. Look at it. You want it? And I'm just like, dude, it's pretty much, I treat it like bartending. And like, the guys respond super well. I'm selling a ton of shit that people really like me. I'm opening up all these accounts. So it's a lot of fun. And like I said, it's just a learning experience. He offered me the job, and in hindsight, I'm so happy I didn't say no to it, because just, I've learned so much. I learned how to drive a truck, getting better at selling shit. It's just, it's fun as hell, man. So I just feel like between that and my old stories from back then, I can kill a good amount. And like, I feel bad that you had to listen to that whole thing there, but I'm just like, the day to day is just so interesting, and it's so different than anything I've ever seen or done. And trust me, there's going to be so many. Like, I just sold a brand new guy a toolbox, and think that's going to go well. But you make deals with guys you don't know about, and if they start going bad, you got to hunt them down. You got to get the tools back. You got to try. Like I'm constantly chasing money each week for guys I've never met, but because it's my route, like I'm responsible for the money. So it's guys I've literally never met. Hey man, you want to pay $30? Who the fuck are you? Like, fuck you, bitch. So
no, sales can be. I do business development for a tech company, so I mean it's a lot of hounding people and a lot of trying to get deals done and stuff. So we're probably similar in that field with our jobs. But one more thing I wanted to talk about with you.
We got the 6.5 minutes left for the recording to end up. So just a heads up. I don't know if you saw
it. So let's end with this. The Eagles schedule. You check it out?
Saw it. I think it was the 4th easiest in the league, right?
Yeah, something like that. What do you have? Well, first,
should we do a win-loss projection? We go through, we talk win, loss, and
yeah, we can do that.
Keep track of that and see what we come up with, and
right.
Fun. These are the kind of things too. Is like I said, I'm trying to tell my buddies that we're trying to stay away from sports, but in the end, it's things we like talking about, and sports is a huge part of both of our lives. So, I think this could be kind of a fun thing to say right now, or even in a couple of weeks, kind of put down a win-loss projection. Then later in the year, we can start recapping halfway through and see how we did.
And the Sixers are done.
Okay, now we're
the
done.
Phillies are struggling. No, but
and,
I'm saying it's football season. So
and like Bryce Harper, UCL, like I'm Eagles, everything Eagles from here on out.
Eagles, baby. So, all right, let's go through this. So, week 1, we're at Detroit. 1 o'clock game. Win.
And it's cool because we got all our Eagle friends down here. Like it's me, my parents, my brother, and then we got like 4 or 5 of our friends that moved down here from Jersey. They're all big Eagles fans. And one of my mom's best friend, her boyfriend's a huge Lions fan. He's got the whole setup with DirecTV, satellites, so we always go there. So I'm really looking forward to that. Eagles, Lions, baby.
I think that'll be a good test. Not necessarily a good test, but a good like warm up week 1.
Get his feet wet. Get Jalen's little feet wet.
Get your feet wet.
Ball around. Yep.
Right. Definitely. Week 2, we're at home against Minnesota. What are you thinking?
Win.
2-0. So I'll say this: the
Jalen Vikings game.
They the Vikings obviously are probably one of those teams that are the most 500 team in the league that are constantly around that. They scare me in a sense, but yeah, I agree with you. So we're 2-0. Week 3, we're visiting old pal Carson Wentz.
Let's go, commies, baby.
Washington, D.C.
Now let's just talk. Do you still call them the Redskins? Because me, like I grew up, they're the Redskins. I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it.
No, it's not. No, I mean, if I'm in conversation and having a talk with somebody, I'll probably say Redskins because.
I'm not saying I won't say Redskins. I was gonna say some other random thing. I was like, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna stop.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I kind of like the Washington football team. It kind of, I don't know.
Like,
something about it.
Like,
I kind of liked it.
The Commanders, like you're the commies. Now we're all calling you the commies. Like
yeah.
So
right?
I'm either calling you a Redskin or a commie. And Carson Wentz, are you healthy by week 3?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Do I want to see you throw a left-handed pass against us? Sure do.
Yeah. So let's bang these out since we only have a little bit of time left. Week 4, old pal Doug Peterson visiting the Link.
And where is he? Jacksonville?
Are
the Eagles really going to be 4-0?
I mean, to be honest with you, man, there's a good shot. I think that the one thing I'll say with the whole Washington game is that Carson Wentz is going to want to come out and fucking step on our throats.
Washington's got some play like Gibson and McLaurin. They got some good playmates.
They have some players, man. They have an okay defense. So, possibly I'm going to say 4-0 right now for, the sake of this conversation. Week 5, it's a little bit more of a test. When the test kind of starts, we're at Arizona.
We'll go loss. I'm not impressed with Arizona, but I can't keep saying win for road game. Kyler Murray, some explosiveness. They're not going to have DeAndre Hopkins. I said loss. I got to stick with loss, even though I don't think that's a tough of a game.
Yeah, good point about Hopkins. I actually forgot about that. Week 6, we'll be at home against the Cowboys.
We'll go loss. I think they're going to beat the Cowboys on the road this year.
Cowboys on the road. Christmas Eve game. I'm looking forward to that.
4:00, right?
Fuck yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, so we're 4-2 right now. We have a bye week, week 7. Week 8 will be at home against the Steelers and possibly Kenny Pickett.
When?
Yeah.
Steelers.
Now is it different? Is it different if Pickett's starting or if Trubisky's starting, or is it
What
just a win either way?
Fuck do I care? Yeah. I don't even get Trubisky. Like, no. When?
All right. So that's week 8. Week 9, we're away against the Texans. That's a win. Week 10, we're at home. Carson Wentz returning to the link. Really can't wait for that, dude, because
he won't win.
He's just gonna get booed the fuck out of, which is awesome. Week 11 will be away at the Colts.
Who's quarterbacking for the Colts now? Matt
Ryan.
Ugh. God, the Colts seem like they're so close, but goddamn, they can't get a quarterback. Phillip Rivers to Carson Wentz to Matt Ryan. Eagles win. Fuck you.
That's going to come down to, I think, if Jonathan Taylor runs all over us, they'll win. If we kind of contain him, I think we get the win there. Yeah. So I'll go win as well. 7-3 at home against Green Bay next week.
How can I first real quick run probably about 40 seconds? How can I keep saying win? But no Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers by himself. They lost Valdez-Scantling as well. Eagles win.
All right, 8-3 at home against the Titans. I'm going to say win, 9-3. Away against the Giants. I think we're going to split with them just because we always just play them bad for some reason. 10-4. Away against the Bears, win, 11-4. Away against Cowboys, that's our win right there, 12-4. Home against the Saints, Jalen Hurts kills the Saints, dude. So, I mean, are we 13-4 at this fucking point?
I just can't.
Or 12-4, whatever it
is. We're gonna have to revisit this in about 4 or 5 weeks. This sounds insane.